What's good, guys? At this point, it's no longer news that Bayern Munich has dispatched PSG away from the Champions League in the round of 16 stage. This will make it the second time in a row that PSG are getting knocked out of the round of 16 UCL. Last season was by Real Madrid, and it's just safe to say that the Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe era has fallen short of expectations. So we'll be looking at how their recent failure impacts each player. For Neymar, at the beginning of the season, there were rumors that Mbappe and Neymar had issues, that Mbappe wanted Neymar sold. However, it was more like Mbappe wanted a proper nine to play so that he could occupy the left wing position, which is where Neymar now occupies. However, Neymar's entourage complained about how Neymar would not be a stooge to Mbappe. They did not see Neymar being second pedal to Mbappe, right, who is supposed to be the main man of the squad as his new contract dictates. So, unfortunately, PSG said they could not find a striker, and so they have to make do with the three forwards they have: Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. So Mbappe has had to play like a center forward, and he has not been pleased with it. So we heard rumors that PSG tried to sell Neymar. They might try to sell Neymar again. All right, they might try to sell him again so as to create space on the left wing for Mbappe and then get a new striker to be more serious in the UCL. Now we go towards Messi to see how this affects him. PSG, this is a rumor, by the way, as a Barcelona fan page posted, said PSG do not plan on renewing the contract of Leo Messi after yesterday. They are planning their future without him and Neymar. See what I just said about Neymar? For Messi, has been truly disappointing. His move away from Barcelona, he has largely hid behind the success of PSG in the league, which has largely been carried by Mbappe and Neymar. Mbappe mostly. Messi's first season at PSG in the Ligue 1, he only managed 6 goals, and those 6 goals came against bottom tier teams, right? And were really important, apart from the last goal of the last season. And he has not yet scored a knockout goal for PSG in the UCL. Last season he missed the penalty against Real Madrid, so it has just been a tumultuous situation for Messi, and it's looking like these are his last days in Europe, and he might be moving to the MLS. Right, so we don't know how this will impact for sure. PSG might look at the financial aspect and feel like, oh, we have to keep Messi. Plus, he works well as a creator as well, so they might want to keep him, or they might see him as too much in expenses and then just offload him to the MLS, refuse to renew his contract. So, for Mbappe, I think it's pretty clear. Kylian Mbappe is a massive talent, and even Jamie Carragher has said that Mbappe has to leave. Said Mbappe has to leave. Right. So personally, I think that would be the right decision for Mbappe to find a way back to Real Madrid, or to Real Madrid. He did not go to Real Madrid initially when they asked. We all know Real Madrid wanted him, and he did not go. He was prevailed upon by PSG chairman, along with French President Macron and other powerful people who prevailed on him to stay. Of course, the money was enticing as well, so he stayed. And since then, it has been tragedy for him in terms of his club career. So it might be time to evaluate and see if he needs to leave the club. And that is mostly because they have not fulfilled the promises to him. They were supposed to get a left winger and they failed to do that, making him work unnecessarily as a striker instead of playing from where Neymar currently occupies. However, Mbappe might be tempted to stay on at PSG because he's currently their highest goal scorer, and he might want to break the Ligue 1 highest goal scoring record, since he's not too far from it. 3 or 4 seasons should be enough to handle that. So it's unclear what he might want to do. Mbappe himself has refused to comment on his future, so we are not yet sure. But if he intends to leave, Liverpool might be a destination. United would most likely want him. Real Madrid we are not so sure, but Real Madrid might go back in for him again. Mbappe is an immense talent and should be at a club where he can win something, right? So it's just a tragedy, and I wish him the very best. I hope that he comes over to Real Madrid, but I don't know how that will affect Vinicius. Now moving on to Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos was seen as somebody who was going to PSG for retirement, right? Mostly due to his injury issues. However, we have seen, especially in the last two Champions League games for PSG, that Ramos has been their best player. He has been a massive tool that PSG could rely upon. He was by far PSG's best player on the field yesterday. He was by far their best player, the most likely to make something happen going forward. And he has been, there have been talks about him in the media about how Ramos might be moving to Al Nassr, and about how the Spanish national team did not think he was a good enough player to play for them. All right, for what reason he has now resigned from the national team. But from his performances yesterday, we can see that Ramos is an amazing defender, a world-class defender, and he can do so much more. Sergio Ramos can still offer a lot. He can still offer a lot, and I see him either renewing at PSG or moving to another European club. I don't see him moving to MLS. It is possible that the money might tempt him to Al Nassr or to the Saudi Pro League, anywhere. But unlike Messi, I do not see him moving to the MLS or to the Saudi League. All right, I think he has what it takes to play in Europe. In other news, Muller did not waste an opportunity to take a dig at Leo Messi once again. A slight, subtle dig, talking about how Cristiano Ronaldo was the more effective player between Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think will happen to the PSG try? Do you think Neymar's days at football's elite clubs are over? Do you think this is the perfect opportunity for Barcelona to come swoop in for Lionel Messi? I have my thoughts on that. I will make a different video for that. Why I think it's a bad idea for Barca to go back for Lionel Messi. But they might go back for Lionel Messi, and we are not certain. So, but let me know what your thoughts are. How do you think PSG's failures will affect their players? It has been a really bad outing for them in the UCL the past 2 seasons, and they definitely aren't spending this much just to win the champion, just to win the Ligue 1, all right, and to struggle with the Coupe de France. That is definitely not what they are paying for. So something will give, something will have to happen. There will need to be a shaking up, as PSG will definitely try to keep Mbappe. So they might let Messi go, they might let Neymar go, they might let Ramos go, who knows. But let me know what you think about this, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your opinions are. Thank you.